Wayne? What's up, bro? Good, how are you?
A little bit of action around the corner from you yesterday.
Beside that radio, I just turned it on, right in the middle of it, I couldn't sleep.
Right around the corner, there's a company visitor center, like on Church Street.
2 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
2:30. Yeah, I was going down 51 when the two guys went chasing. I looked that off down and I found they were heading Ambridge.
All right, I'd like to call order the Beaver County Board of Commissioners work session for Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. Review of work session discussion meeting minutes. All right, department head report. We missed you last week, Dan.
Yeah, you missed me like a toothache.
Do you have anything? No?
Just a quick update. Shared some information with Commissioner Manning yesterday at the safety committee meeting. I brought to your attention that we're having a hard time with the small generator. It's a 1985 generator that was put into service in 1989. Having a very hard time trying to find a water pump for that or a kit that can rebuild the water pump. Reached out to Penn Power. They informed me that they are a worldwide distributor of Cummins parts, so they're going to search for us worldwide to see if someone might have a water pump sitting on their shelf. It might take them a couple of days to do that, but hopefully that goes through for us. If not, just my point of view, my opinion, it doesn't make much sense to me to replace a 1985 generator and then have in service a larger generator, which is from 1992, I believe. I think it would make more sense if we're going to replace something, just replace both of those with a larger unit and put a higher stack up it so the exhaust stack.
Diesel fuel fumes goes up.
Doesn't affect the smell whenever we run it. But we can cross that bridge when we get to it. Hopefully this water pump, they're able to find us a water pump for the state. That's all I had. I just want to share that information with you.
Reminds me of the old days going through a junkyard, looking for a car with the right part.
Right color too.
Like I told you yesterday, it's kind of reality sets in that, we're getting older. Something from 1989 is obsolete.
That is hard to believe.
Any other department? Treasurer?
I wanted to introduce you to 2 of my new staff. I have Michelle here. He is at Penn State. We'll be going to Maine campus this coming fall. And I have Adriana, who started full-time.
Awesome.
So I think we're up to 5 now.
Thank you.
Nice. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Tony?
We have a busy couple weekends coming up. This Saturday is the opening day for the Old Economy Park Pool with the YMCA. Our staff is getting it ready right now. It'll be open daily for lap swims from 11 to 12, and then open swims from 12 to 6 p.m. They are offering starting Monday through August 18th free lunch for anyone under any school-age children. So that's a free lunch spot for local residents to go to. Also Saturday, we are the sponsor for New Brighton's Barbecue and Brews Festival in Townsend Park from 12 to 6 p.m. And then next weekend is the Jenny Lee Tri-Cup triathlons in the park. There'll be road closure signs starting Monday to make residents aware, but we're excited for the 4th year of the triathlons coming to the park. And she said she has 650 registrations, or anticipating close to 3,000 people here from out of state.
It'll be nice to see the pacer date on that, the placer date. on
Yeah.
that, too. Yeah.
All right. Any questions for Tony? Any other department head report? Marlene?
Community Development has received the 2025 allocations for our block grant funding. And as usual, our requests exceeded our allocations. We've done the best we could with deciding which projects might be more impactful to the county, and we have provided a spreadsheet of that to you, the commissioners, to review.
Yeah, I mean, one, we
Yeah.
have not reviewed it collectively, but we've got it, we're looking at it.
Thank you, Mark.
I was just glad to see a decent allocation come from the federal government for the community development block grants, because that is an important source of project funds.
All right, any other department head report? All right, we'll move to solicitors.
We've talked here for the last couple of months about the county looking at building a separate building beside the current hazmat building down on Route 51. Tonight, there's a meeting in Patterson Township. There's some zoning thing that we would have to work through in order to put this building there. But tonight, there's a meeting at Patterson Township to try to get clearance from the local level as far as zoning purposes for this building. So we should know more here after tonight's meeting as far as whether we're good to go on Patterson's end to proceed forward with this building. Aside from that, my other issue is a personnel matter for executive session.
Any questions for the solicitor's office? All right, we'll move to the commissioners.
Just the parking garage, what's an update on status of the parking garage?
We've received the bid. I think Stacy's trying to pin down if the engineers are putting the contract together or not.
They are?
They are. So we are waiting on the contract to put forward on it as a resolution.
Thank you. So,
Commissioner Mann?
Just a couple of things. I guess we're still not over the hump officially with the Nippon Steel, US Steel deal, although it seems like it's completed. But hopefully that's just a matter of some finalization there. It's happy to see that. I did want to mention a couple of things. An EPA grant that we got a while ago to clean up the Darlington brickyards off Cannleton Road. Finally have the people in place. We passed a resolution and awarded that to a company called Opal. And Dan's here, he can probably dive into this a little bit more, but we toured the site yesterday. They're gonna start the actual work to clean up that brickyard. We're talking several hundred acres of land that will be restored back to public use through the Redevelopment Authority and the Single Land Trust. It's a great project. It's near the Watts Mill Bridge, the North Country Trail. And it's really going to restore some contaminated ground. It's an old brickyard. It's mainly asbestos and a few other things. They're going to clean that up, and hopefully, I don't know the time frame, Dan, but by the end of the summer or the fall, we'll restore 300 or so acres back to public use. So pretty excited about that project. That EPA grant was kind of back and forth a little bit with the change of administration, but we're able to draw down on that. So, Dan, anything you want to
Yeah,
add?
I mean, that's pretty much it. We had a previous EPA Brownfield Coalition Assessment Grant. And through that, we were able to do a phase 1, phase 2 out there. That's when they identified everything. We actually have reuse plans from the consultant, and Tim Kaiser was involved in that a little bit too. So yeah, anxious to see what happens out there. It's owned property.
Yeah, it's really just some beautiful, pristine land. It's historic value. There were Native American remnants and stuff found out that way. North Fork of the Little Beaver Creek runs there. There's state game lands all around it as well.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of deer tracks yesterday when
Yeah.
we were walking around out there. So pretty excited about that. It's something that doesn't get a lot of publicity, but I think it's a great project for Beaver County. And along those lines, the Beaver Lines Farm Bureau, which I'm part of, and I know Tony attends those meetings as well, and Dan, they're trying to expand Sunday hunting along with the Game Commission. Bill did just pass the House. The farmers are highly supportive. Finally, there's a blue law that no hunting on Sundays. I'm not a hunter, but I've seen enough deer hit on the road and seen enough crop damage that they do. We've talked before about 20% of Beaver County's land mass is pasture land, farmland, and the deer with no population control, do a tremendous amount of damage to vehicles as well as crops and stuff. So everybody seems to be behind it now. We'll see if that goes through, but that would expand licensing, Sandy, for Sunday permits with permission of farmers to hunt on those farms. So should be pretty interesting to see how that goes.
Jack, the Treasurers Association has weighed in on that a little bit and said that it really doesn't matter if they open it up for 7 days a week, if they don't increase the number of deer that you can actually harvest. So they need to increase the deer harvesting.
Yeah, a couple of months ago, I sat on a webinar by those things, and that's what it would do. It would increase the number of
Yes.
eligible deer to be
Right.
taken. Yep, for sure. And the last thing, we got a thing from Penn State Extension. The Aliquippa Food Co-op is having a meeting June 16th, a membership meeting, if you're interested in joining of Food Co-op. That'll be at Sound of the Alarm Ministries in Aliquippa. And that's it.
Thank you. We'll move to any other business. Audience participation. Any audience participation? Hearing none.
No audience.
No. We'll move into executive session. Thank you. Hey, Dan, did Mike